Welcome, everybody. My name is Nick. I am with Sandpiper Vacations. So tonight we have two theme park super fans on with us. We will be going head to head to determine which Orlando theme park resort is better. After this debate is over, be sure to go down and click the link in the description to vote on which you think won. So, on one side, we have Scott from the No New Friends podcast. He is a former Universal team member and a current podcast host who recently has seen such success on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. And then on the other side, we have Dane from the Big Beautiful Diz. He is a massive Disney World fan and has been going since he was 3 years old. He also looks like he's 3 years old.
I was going to say, is that last week?
Yeah. He is also the host and creator of the YouTube channel Big Beautiful Diz. So first off, this debate is brought to you by Sandpiper Vacations.
Trying to book vacations is hard, so why do it yourself? Sandpiper Vacation takes away all the stress of booking a vacation. Sandpiper Vacations is a small business with a large team of travel experts. They are LGBTQ+ owned and operated by Nick and Sean Bryan. The Sandpiper travel agents create personalized vacation packages for each guest and are able to book Disney World, Disneyland, Universal, Alani, and cruises from many different cruise lines including Disney Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, and Virgin Voyages. So head to sandpipervacations.com and get a free, yes that's right, absolutely free quote, and take away the stress of booking vacations and let your travel agent handle it. Thank you to Sandpiper Vacations, and now back to the video.
But without further ado, let's introduce our contenders tonight. First up, we have representing Universal Studios Florida, we have Scott. Welcome, Scott.
YouTube is universal.
It is.
That's their slogan. Everything is universal. Pride is universal. Togetherness is universal. Fun is universal.
I have a shirt that universal. Yeah, I have a shirt that says "Love is universal."
Love is universal. There you go.
The rainbow and the Moreno. And representing Walt Disney World, please welcome Dane.
Hello, hello. I'm at a major disadvantage because on the day of recording, Universal has announced a brand new theme park, which I'm sure Scott's going to bring up. So this is going to
100%, 100%. That'll be my answer for everything. Like in the LeBron versus Michael Jordan debate, all you have to say is 6 rings. That's all I'm going to just say is Epic Universe. When I'm up against the wall, Epic Universe.
First off, let me go over some of the rules for tonight's debate. We are going to have a coin toss to determine who is going to be going first on each round. So the debaters will have 2 minutes to answer each question. Once their 2 minutes is up, the other person will be given 2 minutes. And then after that, you guys will be debating for 1.5 minutes.
I thought you were about to say $1.5 million. I was very excited.
Yes.
Like Big Beautiful Disney Channel is doing, or Big Beautiful Diz Channel is
They're
doing.
sponsoring this. Yes.
Yeah, it's doing way better than what I thought.
The winner is getting 1.5 seconds. That's about it. All right, so let's get the coin toss out there to see who is going to go first.
Dane, this is your channel. I will let you call it.
All right, so Dane, please, I'm gonna shake it up.
Okay, I'm gonna say heads.
And it is tails. So Scott, would you like to go first or second?
I would like to defer.
Okay, interesting. I like that. All
right, so Dane, you are going first. Our first question, I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock after I say the question. Who has the better theater show attractions? It can be a 3D or a live action.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to say Disney, because Disney not only has spectacular Broadway style shows in Disney World and all of its parks worldwide, it also has excellent Broadway shows. Something that not a lot of Universal properties have. But the Disney World shows in particular, I'm gonna throw some names out there like Festival of Lion King, spectacular show. I don't know if anything even compares to that in Universal for theater shows. Some 3D shows that come to mind that are unbelievable are Muppet Vision 3D, very fun. What else do we got here? PhilharMagic, fantastic 3D show, great for little kids. Let's see, what other theater style shows are there in Disney World? Fantasmic, that's kind of a nighttime show almost, but I would still say it's a theater show just because you got to have the character performers in there. And then even the animatronic theater shows like the Country Bear Jamboree that just recently its latest version just recently closed. It's a classic attraction, and I just don't think that Universal's theater shows can come close to Disney's. You got to look at a lot of former Universal theater shows to come close to Disney's, and I don't think it does. Disney has the IP, it has the music in that IP,
15 seconds.
And it's all of their shows are fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Dane. All right, Scott, it is your turn. The question again is, who has the better theater show attractions? It can be 3D or live action.
Okay. So, there's not a whole lot of theater shows or those style shows at Universal because they want more room for the major rides, which Universal has a ton of. So, but we'll get there. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 words. I don't know. I didn't do the math. Horror makeup show. 3 words. Horror makeup show. One of the best theme park shows in any theme park anywhere. Super funny. Pokes fun at Disney for always having to be nice. In fact, there's a line that says, "This isn't Disney. I don't have to be nice to you." So it's hilarious. It's educational, super fun. There's a surprise twist element at the end. Also, Universal's 3D shows, they move. They move. You don't just get splashed with a little bit of water. You actually move and you feel like you're in that 3D show. Jimmy Fallon, Race Through New York. It's not a ride. That's a show that moves because the seats don't actually go up and down. The platform that you walk on to get to the theater moves. So the theater stays stationary, just rocks back and forth a little bit, makes you feel like you're moving. But I'm gonna have to throw Bourne Stunt Spectacular in there. As much as I love Indiana Jones stunt show over at Hollywood Studios, the Bourne Stunt Show is one of the greatest stunt shows ever made. The technology used in this is unfreaking believable. I was blown away. Wasn't excited about seeing it because I wasn't excited about the Bourne IP, but that show is amazing. I should wait for my rebuttals because I've got a couple. Let's see.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. I rest my case.
All right. So you guys heard both sides of their story. Let's get into the debate. You guys have 1 minute and 30 seconds to have your rebuttals. Go.
So Dane said that there was, Universal really doesn't have any Broadway shows. I beg to differ. Wicked, one of the greatest Broadway shows of all time. Back to the Future, the musical. Beetlejuice, one of the most popular musicals right now. So throw that out the window. I think they're both about equal. I said that, Jimmy Fallon moves. They're much better 3D show than the Muppets 3D, which is outdated.
That is just not true.
Well,
Jimmy
let's think
Fallon
about it.
is not better than the Muppet Vision 3D.
But Muppet Vision 3D is outdated. When the wall cracks open at the end, you see a tram go, but you see like the New York set, which doesn't exist anymore. Needs to be changed. Needs to be changed. Lion King is a garbage show. I'm sorry, it's a garbage show.
Okay, hold on. No. So Festival Lion King has very, 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 very talented performers in it. That show could go to Broadway and replace Lion King on Broadway, and it would be fantastic.
Lion King on Broadway is better.
All right, on to our next question. This one is for Jane again. You are the first one up. You have 2 minutes on the clock. Who has the better roller coasters?
Okay, so this one's going to be tough for me, obviously, because Universal is so known for their coasters. But Disney has done things with their roller coasters that no one else has done before, like Rock and Roller Coaster, first loop indoors, right? Rock and Roller Coaster also has a unbelievable soundtrack to it. because of Aerosmith. Aerosmith is a great band. And I know you're going to bring up Rip Ride Rocket. I know you're going to bring that up. And no, you could put any song on Rip Ride Rocket. Well, I don't care. um, uh, let's talk about Expedition Everest. Groundbreaking roller coaster for the time that it came out. And unfortunately, the Yeti does not work, but it can't. It would break the mountain. So, but it's still a fantastic ride. Going backwards is a sensational experience, very thrilling for a roller coaster, and the views that you get on that coaster when you're going up the lift hill are unlike anything. And I'm sure you can get the same kind of views from Universal's roller coasters as well, but not really, because you can see all of Disney World, and Disney World is much bigger, and it's much more impressive looking at all of Disney World instead of looking at basically across the street to Islands of Adventure, in my opinion. What other impressive roller coasters can we talk about here besides those two that I had in my notes? We could talk about the classics, Space Mountain. I mean,
15 seconds.
Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain. Any mountain roller coaster in any Disney park is just so iconic, and you think of Space Mountain as soon as you think of roller coasters. So
your time is up.
There you go.
This is going to be a tough one because Disney has amazing roller coasters, but Universal takes a slight edge. Velocicoaster gives you feelings and sensations that no other roller coaster can do. I mean, you are literally suspended upside down for what feels like 3 to 4 seconds, and you feel like you're going to fall out, but also you don't. You feel safe. You feel very safe. Hagrid's is a groundbreaking roller coaster. The backwards launch, which came before the backwards launch at Guardians of the Galaxy, but that backwards launch and the mixture of, dark ride, a drop, spoiler alert, there's a drop, plus just the not a roller coaster drop, an actual free fall drop. That roller coaster is groundbreaking, and one of the only rides that to me is worth 90 minutes waiting for. And I've done it a couple times. It's one of the very few that I will wait. Obviously Rip Ride Rocket is amazing. If you like Aerosmith, yes, Rock and Roller Coaster is a superior ride. However, Aerosmith hasn't been relevant in several years, and the people who like Aerosmith, they're too old to ride Rock and Roller Coaster. So Rip Ride Rocket appeals to a younger, more inclusive generation with more current songs and more of a variety, if you will. And then you have your kind of hybrid coasters, Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts, which has a roller coaster element. And one of the most underrated rides in any theme park
15
is
seconds.
Revenge of the Mummy. Revenge of the Mummy, I would put on the same level, if not higher, than Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, with all the elements, the animatronics, the fire effects, and the roller coaster element. Mummy is by far more superior.
All right. It is time for the debate. Let's go.
I want to talk about your Aerosmith comment real quick. They're about to headline arenas, so I don't know how an outdated band that no one really likes anymore is about to headline arenas and has a song from 1960, 1969 or 70 that is still relevant today and Dream On, but
it won't be for much longer.
sure.
That generation will be gone.
Yeah, you're in that generation, Scott. Of course, I didn't talk about Cosmic Rewind. You know why? Because I wanted to talk about Cosmic Rewind now. Cosmic Rewind has a fantastic soundtrack, fantastic storyline. It's the newest roller coaster that Disney has put out, and I think it is better than Velocicoaster. And that's Universal's newest roller coaster.
I don't disagree with you, but I think all in all, Universal's got better ones. But I don't disagree that Guardians is better than Velocicoaster. Now, you did mention, Dane,
30
that
seconds.
The view from Expedition Everest or Thunder Mountain, seeing all of Walt Disney World is so impressive. Well, the reason why you can't see it at Universal is because those roller coasters actually move fast, whereas the ones at Disney don't. So you have time to take in the sights and see everything around you.
So people are going. The old people aren't going to be going on Aerosmith, but they're going to be going on rock and roll, Rip Ride Rocket.
Oh, I'm not worried
Apparently,
about the old people at Rip Ride Rocket. They're,
Time.
old people can't step into Universal. That's what they can't do. Can't enjoy anything there.
that's fine. They don't spend much money.
Yeah, so what do you want?
And they get in the way. They stop on the people mover. The moving walkway. I have to walk around them. So old people can just go to geriatric park.
I like this part of the debate better. we don't need to talk about the rides. That was very impressive. I'm going to be impartial on this one because, as Scott said, the Velocicoaster, I read it for the very first time with Scott, and I was blown away by it. However, Mission Breakout, Guardians of the Galaxy, is truly a unique experience. All right, for our next question, again, Dane, you are up first. You'll have 2 minutes on the clock. Which park, not just in Disney World, but which park, all the parks here, has better land theming?
Obviously, think that Disney World has better theming, and there are two parks that come to mind that you can make this case for. You can either go Avatar, Pandora, the World of Avatar, or you can go Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Both of these lands are groundbreaking. There's no doubt about it. Avatar was not let me clarify this before I say it. It was popular, right? But it was almost 10 years old at the time that land came out, and that land gave new life to that whole franchise and took you into that world better than any other land, not just in Disney World, but in the world, because you feel like you're on another planet. You hear the creatures around you in the different plants and things like that. You feel the Banshee breathing on you in Flight of Passage. Navi River Journey, you can say whatever you want about it, but it is a breathtaking boat ride. I don't know any other ride that you can go on to and just be mind blown for the duration
gasp at how much time you
This
waste.
is
the
not your
duration
turn,
the
Scott.
duration of the ride. Will you just shut up, man? The duration of the ride is the things that you are seeing with the animatronics and the screens are just, you can't believe the colors. It's just unbelievable. Galaxy's Edge, Rise of the Resistance takes everything that Disney World does well, every ride mechanic
15
that
seconds.
Disney does well, and puts it into one single attraction. And you can say whatever you want about the prices of the things in Galaxy's Edge, but you can't argue that Galaxy's Edge is an unbelievable land and does an amazing job at storytelling and
Time.
and
I'll give him.
bringing
I'll
you
give
into
him
the
the.
world
I'll let him finish his thought.
and bring you into the world of Star Wars.
All right, Scott, if you interrupt again, I'm going to have to mute you during his time. So please keep your comments until we have the debate portion. All right, Scott, which park has the better land theming?
I've got two words: Harry Potter. Okay, without Harry Potter, there are no extremely immersive themed lands. Harry Potter was the first. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter was the first. Then came the second Harry Potter. Then came Pandora. Then came Galaxy's Edge. This was groundbreaking. The first time a theme park really did this major land based on the IP. And the fact that Universal can connect the two for a complete immersive experience. And from a business perspective, brilliant, because that's how you guarantee the sale of multi-park passes, the park to park, as opposed to a one-day, one park, because to get that full experience, you're riding the train back and forth, and it's a different show. The Forbidden Journey was a first of its kind, unbelievable attraction. Yeah, you may get sick on it, and you want to talk about immersive and interaction. Come on, those wands are amazing, where you can do the spells, make things move. you have to get something on the app and I don't even understand the app at Galaxy's Edge. Oh, this is not the rebuttal part. Sorry. But Harry Potter fully immersive land. They successfully rethemed several attractions. The attractions are Gringotts, Hagrid's, Forbidden Journey, and even the Flight of the Hippogriff. And it's such a popular land, obviously, that they're building a whole new other land in Epic Universe that's going to be just as amazing as the first two.
15
Also,
seconds.
the popularity, the lines to get into the islands of to that area on opening day was 10 hours. To get on the first Galaxy's Edge ride, Millennium Falcon, was like 2 hours on opening day. No big deal.
Fine. Very good information, guys. I'm anxious on this one to see your guys' debate. This is gonna be a good one. All right, 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock, and go.
Okay,
All
Dean,
right,
the number one sales item in these
Sure.
in these areas, we can compare the wand to the lightsaber, correct? That's
We can.
okay. So I had to mortgage my left testicle. Sorry, I can't say it. Cut that out, Alex. I had to take out a second mortgage on my house to afford just the hilt of the lightsaber. All my kids have these interactive wands that they can use over and over again. And if I want to go drink a beer or go ride something else, I just take your wands, go play. It's hours of fun that I don't have to worry about for $50.
All right. I see where you're coming from, and I like that argument, and I'm gonna wait to bring up the restaurants here and better food options, because I believe that Satuli is a little bit better than anything in Harry Potter.
100%. I'll give you that the restaurants in those two areas are better than Wizarding World. 100%, except Butterbeer. Butterbeer beats everything. Butterbeer beats the blue and green milk. Butterbeer beats Satuli. Butterbeer beats anything that either of those two areas have. But top to bottom food options, 100%, Dean. I got your back on that.
But I did want to point out how you did say, I will give it to you. You did bring up Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade, right, for the two Harry
15
Potter.
seconds.
But you only brought up Harry Potter. Let's go over to Magic Kingdom. Let's go over to any land in Magic Kingdom. What are you going to compare that to? New York Street? Like I don't think that New York, I don't think that, you know, Simpsons Land compares to Main Street USA. I don't know. I don't think it does.
Marvel Superhero Island, Seuss Landing, Jurassic Park.
Marvel
Jurassic
Landing.
Park.
Just go over to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, my guy. You wanted
Okay,
Marvel
so I get the
Landing.
second-rate Avengers. I get the second-rate Avengers. No, at Universal, I get Hulk and Spider-Man.
You want a multi-billion-dollar franchise. That's what you get over there.
Walt Disney World can't even build anything Avengers. Okay, they have the Guardians. So
Well, yeah, because Universal doesn't have any other IP that they want to put in Islands of Adventure. Gatekeeping Marvel. That's what they're doing.
Disney makes a lot of money off
Not
that
Disney's
deal. I don't know
fault.
if you know.
They do.
All right, so I let you guys go over that minute 30 seconds because this was a very, very heated debate. The next question is for Dane. This question is, who has the better food options?
I don't know if I even have to debate this one. I mean, it's Disney 100%, because look, Universal has an impressive restaurant, right? Mythos, very good restaurant. It deserves the multiple awards that it's been given over the years. But let's think about what Disney has. If you want to go very, 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 very fancy, go over to Victoria and Albert's, put on a nice suit and tie, enjoy some octopus or whatever they have over there. If you want to go just a little bit less fancier than that, you can go over to, I don't know, a nice sit down. You can go over to Ohana for dinner, or you can go over to Narcoossee's. You can go over to California Grill, just some things around Magic Kingdom. I don't even need to talk about anything else other than those three that I just mentioned. But you can also go over to the quick services. If you're, not as unfortunately, if you're not have a lot of this to go to the bigger restaurants, they give you more options as well. They give you the quick services. I'm just naming resort restaurants. You want to talk about in-park restaurants? That's a whole different mindset. That's a whole different ball game right there. I'll go over to Hollywood Studios. If you want a nice burger and fries, go over to Backlot Express. If you're feeling
Right, 15.
just a classic American burger and fries, you can also go over to Prime Time Cafe. You know, very good meatloaf, very good chicken there.
Fine.
Very good pot roast, just all kinds of options that Disney World has.
I don't even I'll take my 2 minutes and tell you that Universal's food is underrated, but I can't sit here and honestly even make up an argument. I think their festival food is I think the festival food for Universal is better than the festival food at Epcot. Mardi Gras, I think it's better food, and I think the portion sizes are better. I love the Cajun food at Mardi Gras. I'll just hang out in that French Quarter area and just some chicken gumbo, and some crawfish. The pizza fries for Halloween Horror Nights are unbelievable. But festival food and the specialty food, I think Universal's got it.
It looks like obviously Disney's the winner. Clear
Yeah,
winner
we
on that
can't. I
one.
mean, I will admit that Universal does have Disney beat on the festivals, the festival foods, because their portions are bigger. It's a little. Disney's festival foods are a little bit too pricey for the amount of food that you're getting. But for seasonal offerings, for like Mardi Gras and Halloween Horror Nights and stuff like that, Disney gives you quote unquote free things at their seasonal events. They give you free hot chocolate. They give you the free candy.
Universal Horror Nights
Also
gives you free
fun.
hangovers and heart attacks. Okay,
That
your
is very
partnership there.
true.
You get
That is very
beads at
true.
Mardi Gras.
You
Free
do get
beads.
beats. You do get
People
beats,
go
and that's a
nuts
good.
over
It's a
those
good. That's a good
beads.
collectible. That is a good
Mhm.
collectible.
And I will say, as far as like the junkiest restaurant that should have been god awful, Universal's got Disney beat. I don't know what to compare it to, but that Minion Cafe,
The Minion Cafe, mind blowing. It was the best thing. It was the best accident that we ran into when we went there.
It was.
Yeah.
And it's a unique quick service experience. And I know I'm over my time. I'm sorry. You're not going up to a counter. Everything is mobile order. You're not going up to a counter.
And the
You
food
sit
was
there, you
delivered
wait.
before we finished ordering. That's how fast it
I
was.
know.
Yeah.
It was like
Compared
Amazon.
Compared to
Jeff
Disney
Bezos
mobile
runs a
ordering,
restaurant.
yeah. Compared to Disney's mobile ordering, it was very, very fast.
Yes.
So. Awesome. Well, thank you, gentlemen, very much for this awesome debate. In closing, I just want to say that both parks can be booked directly through Sandpiper Vacations. So please reach out to us at Sandpiper Vacations. Thank you, Scott, from the No New Friends podcast.
Thank you very much, Dane, for having me. Thank you, Nick, for hosting this. It was a lot of fun.
Also, thank you to Dane for having me host tonight. I am very impartial, as you can tell, as I'm clearly wearing a Disney shirt tonight.
Also, like Nick said, be sure to go down in the description. There'll be a link. Go ahead and vote for who you think won the overall debate and also each individual question. And also, while you're down there, leave a like and consider subscribing. It would make me a very happy man. Also, with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a magical day, everybody.